Welcome back. I hope you had a beautiful Christmas, that you got to spend some quality time with your family and friends and just take opportunity to be grateful, to remember what God has done and look forward to what God is doing. I just wanted to make a short video. I know you probably shouldn't be spending too much time on YouTube the day after Christmas, but there's a family that God has put on my heart that we learned about through our church community, and I want to share this with you, with my audience, and see if we can really pull together and meet some of these real needs. This is the thing that 2017 has probably taught me more than anything, that Jesus wants to further the gospel through the meeting of real needs. And that's a conversation for a whole other time. But I think this is a really cool opportunity for us to give in such a way that it really meets people where they're at and shows them the light of Christ in a meaningful way. So I have a page here that I'm going to kind of read you the overview of their story, and then I'll share the link with you if you felt led to give. All right, so the title is just called Help the Refugee Family. And so it's written by the lawyers who are helping them get refugee status in the country. So we are looking to raise rent for our new neighbors on Cleveland's west side, a mother and her 14-year-old son who are refugees from Afghanistan. We will call them Aisha and Majid because of the situation they have fled. We are not using their real names. As volunteers with Refugee Settlement Agency US together, we met the family soon after they arrived in the US. Aisha is an amazing cook and host, while soccer-loving Majid, her son, wants to be a doctor someday. Although Aisha is working on her English, Majid uses his great English skills to translate for his mother. But the violence they left behind has left Aisha with many physical and mental traumas that prevent her from working. As an educated woman, Aisha faced persecution in Afghanistan and bears the scars. Since her medical history has been tough to document, her first application for Social Security disability was denied. She is working with a great local lawyer to appeal, and we feel they have a strong case. But the appeal is expected to take a year to 18 months, and in the meantime, the family needs to pay rent. The rent is approximately $500 per month, and they're looking to raise 12 months of rent. That said, every cent counts. Each month of rent we can raise will get the family closer to the date they can get the benefits they need to meet their own needs. We'll be keeping the fundraiser going until we meet the goal or the family wins their appeal. As refugee support groups face drastic funding cuts these days, the resources available for families like this one who are already here are dwindling. That's why we are turning to you for help. By giving to this fundraiser, you will help this family achieve the peace of mind and breathing room they need for Aisha to work on her health and recovery from trauma, and for Majid to focus on succeeding in high school and to build the foundation he needs to one day become a doctor and help others. It's true that the family has other needs, though this fundraiser is focused on the basics of maintaining their housing. But if you have any ideas or resources you'd like to share or have other questions, please let us know. And then they go on to give different links and phone numbers to contact. So that's just kind of the overview. I wanted to share their story and the link, and hopefully God just moves people in the right way to meet this need and hopefully bring this family to a better situation overall, but also the light of what Christ can do in their situation, the healing that he can bring, the provision in so many ways that I know he has done in my own life, and I know many of you can express the same thing too. So thank you for taking a minute to watch this, and I hope that you just find joy this season, joy in the gratefulness of what God has done and the expectation and hope in what God will do. Thank you again, and I'll see you next year.